it's Lucero, and today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Now, this look was inspired by Lily Collins on the March 2012 issue of 17 magazine. Now, I fell in love with the makeup look because I think it's just so bold yet simple and easy to do. I honestly can't decide what I like better, her thick brows or her hot pink fuchsia lips. One thing I also really liked about the issue is how they listed some of the drugstore products they used on Lily Collins for the cover look. So that really helped me create the most accurate look for you guys. Now if you want to see how I did this, just keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the brows, and Lily Collins' brows are really thick and full, and she has more of a straight line brow, whereas I have a bit more arch to mine. I'm just going to fill in mine to match the thickness of hers, but not necessarily the arch. And the product they had listed for the eyebrows was the Maybelline Master Shape eye pencil in dark brown. So it comes with a spoolie on one end and then that wax eye pencil on the other. So first I'm going to just brush the hairs into place. Now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. So now that I have the brows done, I'm going to move on to my eye makeup, and of course, starting off with eye primer, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just going to place that all over the lid. So for the main lid color, one of the colors that they had listed in the magazine was Earthy Taupe by Maybelline, and it's this tan matte just taupey color, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid using the Sigma E70 brush. So now that I have that all over lid color done, they didn't really list any of the other shadows that they use on her eyes, so I'm just going to have fun with it. And I'm using a palette from Wet n Wild. This is called Vanity. So I'm going to define the crease using this shimmery brown color. Next, for the inner corners, I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to apply this off-white matte color to the inner corners of my eyes. So on the cover, there was some definition to our eyes, but it was actually really soft. So I'm going to take an angled liner like this, and I'm actually going to apply the two darkest eyeshadows from the palette. So I have this really dark coffee matte color and then the shimmery brown. And I'm just going to line my top and bottom lash line with that. Just to finish the eyes off, I'm going to be applying Revlon Photo Ready 3D Volume Mascara just to my top lashes. So that's it for the eyes. Now I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. For the blush, they actually had it listed in the magazine as well, but I couldn't find it. But if you're interested in looking for it, it's the Maybelline New York Dream Bouncy Blush in Rose Petal. So it looks like this. And I actually own 3 bouncy blushes, and I don't have the exact shade or anything that looks relatively similar. So I'm going to take an Inglot shade, and using this one, they don't have names, I'm really sorry, but I think it looks pretty similar to what they used on her in the cover. So I'm going to take a Sigma F40 brush, and I'm going to just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. So now moving on to the lips, and I also couldn't find the exact shade of this either, and the name that they had listed was the Maybelline Sensational Lipstick in Fifth Avenue Fuchsia. So it's just a really bright fuchsia color, but I found one that I thought was pretty similar, and it's also drugstore, so it's sort of a win-win. And it's the Revlon Pearl Lustrous Lipstick in 657 Fuchsia Fusion. So I would say it looks pretty similar. It's just as bright, and it's got the similar concept, just really bright fuchsia. So I'm going to apply that straight to my lips from the tube. So now that I have it all applied, as you can see, it's a really bright lipstick. Now the lipstick itself was the only lip product that they had listed in the magazine, but on the cover it didn't look like Lily Collins was wearing any gloss. In fact, it looked like quite the opposite. She had a very matte look to her lips. Now the lipstick that I picked up isn't matte, and I don't think that the lipstick they had listed was either. So if you want to make matte lips from any lipstick that you have, what you're going to need is a tissue, some face powder, and a large brush. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a tissue paper. You can use paper towel or toilet paper. I have 2-ply right here, so I'm going to separate the 2 layers like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to load up your brush with some face powder. It can be translucent or colored, it doesn't really matter. You just need some powder to soak up the excess oil. Now, the powder is, like I said, going to soak up the oil, and then your tissue is just going to be a barrier protecting your lips from the actual powder, and that way you won't get lipstick on your brush. So I'm going to just gently place the tissue on my lips and then blot with the brush. So now you have matte lips. This technique will work on pretty much any lipstick, but I don't recommend it on anything too glittery or stuff with specks of sparkle in it, because the drier look can make it look like your lips are cracked. So if you have a very sparkly lipstick, I would actually recommend using gloss as opposed to trying to get a matte look with it. So that's all for the tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Bye!